What is going on, guys? It's your boy Glenn here. In today's video, we are going to be reacting to all side Easter eggs in Kawakojo. I still don't know how to pronounce this map, but the newest Zombies map, we're going to be looking at all the side Easter eggs that are known right now, which this video is coming out pretty late after the map release, so we should have most of the side Easter eggs kind of out there. So, without any further ado, let's hop right into the video.
And so much more. Starting off, this is a comprehensive guide on how to do all 20
Alright,
side
you already
Easter
know
eggs
it has
on
to be from our
Kawakojo.
boy,
From playing as a
Mr. Dalek
mech,
JD.
racing across lava, completing parkour puzzles for a free ray gun, unlocking Takio's katana, a beautiful tribute to the original Takio voice actor Tom Kane, and so much more. Starting off with how to get 3 random perks and open a cat cafe in Kawakojo. Around the map, we're going to be collecting 5 mice as well as finding 5 cats in the following locations. 1 mice can be found under this zombie spawn here in Gatehouse. The cat can be found in the window in front. Another toy mouse can be found here in the flower garden under this zombie spawn window, and another cat location can be right there looking in the window. Third mouse location is going to be tucked away here within the kitchens, and another cat location can be right here in the ghost trap. Another mouse location can be found just to the left of this hole in the wall in the stables, and the location for a cat can be right up here on this broken roof. Another mouse location can be found behind the ammo box here in training area, and a cat location can be on this banister on the roof of training area. And in this example, the cat is there, so we want to repeatedly shoot our weapon until we scare it away. Another mouse location can be here on this tiling in 10 shoot entrance, and another cat location can be right opposite on this rooftop here. Another mouse location can be found on this box to the right side of Elemental Pop in Onsen Baths, and a cat can be found right here on this banister. Another mouse location can be found here in the top of the lava crack in Central Courtyard by the big cherry blossom tree. It's really hard to see, and the cat can spawn to the right window of Juggernog right here. If you've checked all these locations for all the mice, if you make your way here into the cat cafe in Tea Garden, you should see that 5 total mice will be here on the shelf. If you found a cat during all your mice hunting, one of them should be on the roof. What you now need to do is progress 2 rounds, and in one of the several cat locations will be a stray cat that you want to fire your weapon at until they run away. Once they do, if you check the rooftop above the cat cafe, you should see that 2 stray cats are now on the roof. Progress 2 more rounds and find a 3rd cat location, which here was in kitchens, and again you just want to shoot until it runs away. And if done correctly, there are 3 cats on the roof. Progress 2 more rounds to find another cat, which should join you on the roof to be 4 cats total, and then progress 2 more rounds to find the 5th and final cat. And with all mice and all 5 cats on the roof, simply stare at the roof for a few seconds, your screen will flash white, and inside now will be a full-on cat cafe with multiple cats enjoying themselves, as well as you being given a free random perk, and on the table in the cafe will be 2 mystery perks. And for the rest of the game, you can enjoy the detail and animation of these cats just chilling and vibing in the cat cafe.
That's a pretty sick reward.
Let's now move on to an incredible obstacle course Easter egg, where a secret reward includes an origami horse protector. To begin this Easter egg, around the map there are going to be 4 carrots that we want to collect in any order. The first is going to be in this bucket here in the spawn room next to Quick Revive. Another carrot can be found in the back of kitchens in this pile of vegetables right here. Third carrot can be found in Flower Garden to the right side of the exfil booth within this vegetation. And this is easily one of the hardest things to see in the entire map, so just crouch and look right here and you will see it. And the final carrot is going to be in the workshop in this bucket in this doorway here in the castle. Once you've found all 4 carrots and you've opened every door on the map, if you make your way over to this bucket to the left of the mystery box and stables, you'll see all 4 carrots and a floating origami horse. Interacting with it will throw you into an incredible obstacle course mini game where you have 3 minutes to make it all the way to the end of the obstacle course. For the first section, there are going to be multiple of these huge boulders that are going to be rolling towards you, and once you get past that, you'll get a check mark where now you need to jump over pools of lava by jumping onto floating sushi. Trick here is once you've stood on a piece of sushi, that sushi then disappears if you fail, so you need to be extremely careful and also very quick to not be standing on a sushi for too long, otherwise it will fall into the lava. Progressing here will take you to kitchens where you have these giant koi fish jumping out of the lava. We need to run around the back past double tap into the flower garden, where for the finale you have raining koi fish just absolutely everywhere, and you need to make it to the finale as quickly as possible. Now, if you make it with over 1 minute 40 left on the timer, you will achieve a gold trophy where you have the best chances of loot, which includes salvage, a mystery perk, and a streak.
That's
if you
sick.
complete it with 1 minute 40 still left on the clock, you have an origami horse protector that will be following you around the map, and every time you shoot zombies, this horse is going to be shooting out sushi floats that will damage zombies, and it is absolutely hilarious to witness. This protector will last for around a round and a half before disappearing. What is great about this Easter egg is that it can be repeated every 5 to 6 rounds, giving you multiple chances per game to get the gold trophy as well as get the origami horse protector. Let's now move on to how to get a free ray gun with an incredible reference to a 2008 Call of Duty game. I want to head over to the training area and wait until at random floating rock will appear in the lava. What you want to do is jump onto this rock and ride it until it goes all the way across the lava to this destroyed house, where climbing up onto the rooftop is going to start a parkour minigame where you have a total of 45 seconds to make it across and complete the entire parkour minigame. It starts off with these rocks, which is pretty easy, and upon every completion, you'll get slightly more time added. The second one is a wall jump parkour puzzle to land on this rock. Third puzzle involves floating windows that disappear after you've stood on them for a few seconds, and there's also a wall jump mechanic needed near the end, but you can also mount on top of this pole to then jump onto this door to make it onto the rock. And the fourth and final parkour puzzle is you need to jump across these 3 different tables. The trick is, as you stand on them, they slowly start sinking. The easiest method is to simply run and jump straight forwards towards the second table rather than wall jumping off the poles. As you get to the very end, you want to wall jump off the pole and land back onto dry land, and if done correctly, these 4 statues will appear with one of them holding a ray gun in its mouth. If this is your first time doing this side Easter egg, you'll also unlock a calling card. Every player in the game can do this with their own meteor rock. This can be repeated, but you won't get any rewards for completing it again. Let's now move on how to activate the Takeo side Easter egg. It is extremely simple. First of all, you want to be playing as Takeo, and you want to have a psych grenade equipped within your loadout before jumping in game. Once you've opened Pack-a-Punch, you simply want to stand under the stairs in the war room and throw a psych grenade down on the ground. And if done correctly, you should see a hallucination of Takeo, where he will drop his katana that you'll be able to pick up. This will then teleport you into an incredible side Easter egg where you need to survive taking down 4 waves of increasingly difficult enemies. The trick is you can only use the katana to take these zombies out. First wave involves taking down hellhounds. Second wave involves taking down scorched enemies, and an incredibly easy way to do this to use the left trigger heavy attack to take out these zombies whilst also protecting yourself. For the third wave, you'll need to take out heavy zombies, and once you've taken all of those out, you'll have one final enemy to take out, which is Takeo's brother Takeshi. Keeping your distance and attacking him when he isn't attacking you, the best way to complete this, and you'll also want to avoid his electricity attack as it can result in an instant death. Once you return back to the map, you'll be rewarded with a random weapon, an ether tool depending on what round you went in on, and a standard katana melee weapon that you can use for the rest of the game. The higher the round you go in on, the more difficult it is, but the better the rewards will be. Let's now show you how to get the Path of Sorrows katana melee weapon, which is an ultra rare melee weapon. It's fairly simple to unlock this, and all you need to do is solve the murder mystery step at the final part of the Easter egg on your first attempt without failing. That means once you've placed all the evidence down and you light the incense candles, this orb should spawn in the middle of the room that will take you over to Pack-a-Punch, the prompt to take you into the mini boss fight against Onryo. Once you've successfully taken out Onryo, you'll be spawned back by Pack-a-Punch, where you have the in-game cutscene with the dragon. But once the dragon flies away, if you turn around, you should see the Path of Sorrows melee weapon lying there on the ground, which is an ultra rarity katana. This can be Pack-a-Punched all the way up to PAP 3 or PAP 4 if you're playing Cursed. For a heavy attack in Standard, it can do 72,000 critical damage, so an incredibly powerful melee option if you wanted to take it into the boss fight. Let's now move on to how to activate the Tom Kane tribute Easter egg inside of Kawakujo. It is a beautiful Easter egg and a very simple one to activate, where all you need to do is come up to this big cherry blossom tree in the central courtyard, look at the initials of TK inscribed on the bottom of the tree, and then crouch and look up and stare at the petals for for about 10 to 15 seconds. And if done correctly, the tribute song When the Stars Go Dark will start to play, as well as hearing the final voice line Tom Kane ever recorded as Takeo from the Tag der Toten ending cutscene.
I see myself at peace, serene, sitting beneath a cherry blossom tree, listening to the joy of my children at play.
For this next Easter egg, this is
That
how
is a
to
pretty
unlock
sick
a
thing
mech
for them
suit
to
to use for the
include.
rest of your game in Kawakujo. To activate this, we're going to be collecting 5 different robot pieces that build a Klaus robot. And to build this, you're simply going to want to hang around in Flower Garden until you find these floating lava rocks, and by shooting them, you have a chance of them dropping a Klaus robot part. These aren't guaranteed to give you the parts where they will always give you salvage, but there is a chance that there will also be a robot body part as well. There are 5 total body parts that you want to get out from the lava rocks here in Flower Garden. Once you've gotten all 4 parts, the final part will spawn right here in the lava when you get close to it, and upon picking it up, an Uber Klaus core is going to spawn in that once you take out, going to land right here in Flower Garden opposite Wisp T. Interact with the Klaus robot and it is going to throw you into an incredible little mini in-game cutscene where you as a statuette in a village are watching Dark Aether version of Godzilla vs King Kong. But all of a sudden, you get thrown into a mech suit where you need to take out the Abomination as well as the Zersa Bear. As both are taken out, you'll be teleported back to the map, you'll have unlocked a secret Dark Ops, and you will have been given a Rhino Scorch-Tree that will allow you to turn it into a mech where you can take down zombies for a limited amount of time whilst running around in a mech suit. Treyarch have even visually changed this from the streak that exists in multiplayer where the mech is wearing a Japanese helmet. You can repurchase this streak at any point by buying it from the Klaus Corpse. For this next Easter egg, I'm going to show you how to unlock a secret gacha machine, which for 500 points will give you 1 of 5 random weapon charms that each have their own secret ability. In order to begin this Easter egg, you need to have the kitchens area currently under a fissure. The easy way to guarantee this is to fail both parts of the assault wave round if it's on the same side of the map as kitchens, and in the meantime, you want to melee a cherry blossom tree a couple of times and stand under it to overcharge yourself to 350 HP. Once you are overcharged and there is a fissure within the kitchens, this barrel will now reveal the gacha machine, and by meleeing it, it's going to spawn a yellow orb that's going to fly somewhere in this area. Once you've walked into it, it's going to move to another area, and you need to repeat this a total of 6 times without dropping below 250 HP. Aether Shroud is extremely handy for this, and if you manage to get all of them, you will have unlocked the gacha machine to use, where for 500 points, it will put a random weapon charm onto your bullet weapon. What is very strange about this is that it actually degrades your weapon, where it removes any Pack-a-Punch levels that you had on it, making your bullet weapon weaker whilst having a slight buff. One of these charms is a kite, another charm is this statue, another is a pufferfish. This one drops plant food from zombies that you take down, which overheal you slightly. There is another weapon charm that I didn't get in this game, which gives you overcharge after every zombie you take down. This Easter egg feels very obscure because there isn't really any benefit to doing this, and it is incredibly RNG based and having everything happen in the map for you to be able to do this easily. Let's now move on to how to upgrade the Ghostly Rifleman trap, as you can upgrade it 4 total times. In order to upgrade the trap, you first need to craft a combat bow from the crafting table, and then use the Ghostly Rifleman trap around the map to get around 20 or more kills with each trap location. There are 4 trap locations in total. Once you've hit the requirement, activate the trap here in the central courtyard, take out your combat bow and look through one of the windows where you should see a blue glowing target. Shooting that will give you instant Aether Shroud, and you'll now have to go around shooting all of the other targets that appear without running out of ammo. If done successfully, you'll be taken out of Aether Shroud, and you'll see these 4 masks circling around the wall here, and you'll also be given all of your combat bow ammo back. By interacting with these floating masks, they will go over inside the trap. You will now have your first upgrade, where if you activate them, you'll notice that there will be the fireworks ammo mod appearing randomly as the riflemen take down the zombies. We can upgrade this yet again by simply getting enough kills with each of the 4 trap locations around the map, where when you activate the trap in the central courtyard, you will see the target appear on the tree yet again. Shoot every target and you'll have the masks appear again, where interacting will upgrade the trap again, as well as giving you a free self-revive kit. For the second upgrade, you'll now have the cryo freeze ammo mod around the statues, as well as the fireworks. Get more trap kills on all 4 locations again. Activate the central courtyard trap and look through the window again to get even more targets, which if you shoot will upgrade the trap once more. But with this upgrade, the riflemen will now have pack-a-punched weapons as well as the previous upgrades. Repeat this step one more time, and in the central courtyard will be the final set of targets to shoot that will upgrade the trap for the 4th and final time. Let's now move on to how to upgrade the Maneki Nico tactical grenades in Kawakujo. Very similarly to the trap upgrade Easter egg, you simply want to get enough trap kills so you have the target appear again when you activate the trap in Central Courtyard, and by taking out all of the targets on the very first trap upgrade, where the ghostly riflemen spawn, will now have this weird white powder that you can pick up. Now I want to head into the kitchens, where we're going to be picking up 2 more items, which is this charcoal under the pot right here, and then if you make your way into the double tap room, on this shelf on the bottom will be a pair of matches. Simply hold interact at the bench where you crafted the Maneki to now craft the Maneki bomb. These are incredibly useful in the boss fight of Kawakujo because this upgrade drops a bubble shield around you. The zombies cannot enter, giving you temporary invulnerability to all of the zombies. Let's now move on to how to unlock the secret music Easter egg hidden within Kawakujo. We need to find 3 Mr. Peaks headphones around the map, which can be interacted with in any order. The first set of headphones can be found here in this shelf in Onsen Baths. Second can be found here in this corner of stables to the left of the mystery box location hidden in this dark corner. And the third set can be found here on this shelf in kitchens to the right of Double Tap. For the last set of Easter eggs, let's now go on to how to unlock all 3 power-ups in Kawakujo. Starting with a 3 double points, if you shoot the top of the tree here from Tenshu entrance, you'll see the double points, and by shooting, you'll be rewarded the double points. For a 3 max armor, make your way into the workshop and jump up and aim and shoot right here for the 3 max armor. For a 3 insta-kill, make your way into the storage rooms and prone by this table, where inside this cupboard will be the insta-kill. For a 3 full power, make your way into the flower garden and head on the left side just past the exfil booth and out of the map in this broken piece of roof is incredibly hard to see without a sniper. If you shoot in this general direction, you will get the free full power. The free nuke, make your way to the training area and head down right at the edge of these cliffs, where right down here will be the free nuke. For a free max ammo, make your way into the training area and shoot at the back shelf here of this window for the max ammo. For free bonus points, make your way to the kitchens, and in this dark corner here behind the wall by is going to be the bonus points. Now that you've found all the previous power-ups, both the fire cell and the random perk will have spawned in, where the free fire cell is going to be right here in the Onsen Baths. The free random perk is going to be by shooting this pot right here in the kitchens for the free random perk. That is every side Easter egg on Kawakujo. If you found this video useful, be sure to drop a like rating on it on your way out. If you need a guide on how to complete the Kawakujo main Easter egg quest, and I have my full...
Well, that is all the side Easter eggs, at least as of right now. Seem pretty cool. I haven't really actually done any of these. Yeah, a lot of cool rewards it looks like from the looks of it. Definitely gonna have to try some of these on my own, but if you guys did enjoy the video, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see your beautiful faces in the next one. See ya.